Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone and everything. We are the Dawn of Ascension show, and I'm here with my Ascension Soul team, Susie, Gina, and Aubrey. And we're here to share our views, our tools, and our journey through these wild and wacky energies today. Today. We have a subject today that is called, mm, kind of Mother Earth likes this one too. It's called Knock It Off, Everybody. Knock it off. We're knocking off control, we're knocking off blame, and we're knocking off greed. She wants us to stop projecting. We're projecting these things onto others. No more projecting. You are only in charge of you. No one else at this time anymore, just you. Aubrey, I see you getting excited about the subject. Okay, let us have it.
I love this topic. Um, so for the last several millennia, we have the human collective has kind of really been going through a learning process, and that learning has been about self-realization, sovereignty, and kind of just the knowledge of how in control of ourselves that we are, and therefore our reality. And so throughout the ages, there have been a lot of things that have come in to kind of assist us in learning these lessons. And, some of them have been not fun ways to learn these lessons. They've been beings that have come in to kind of teach us, to put us into to control us in order for us to learn that they actually don't have any control over us. And this era of learning is coming to an end right now, and which means that right now everybody's being called to learn their lessons, finish up your lessons. It's time to really actually step into your own sovereignty and your own power and your own reality, which is really exciting. And in order to do that, we're being called right now to kind of knock off the practices that were kind of imposed on us in order to step into a higher dimensional reality. So, like Arlene said, one of those practices we're being told to knock off is control. So if you are looking to kind of control the people around you, and I mean emotionally manipulating, I mean controlling your surroundings in order to make yourself feel safe and at the expense of other people. I mean controlling using power imbalances in order to kind of control somebody else's reality and somebody else's sovereignty. These are all habits, honestly, that we all have on some level or another because and they're coming from a wounded place. But we only have the only thing that you actually have control over is yourself and the way that you interact with your reality. So if you are looking to actually shift into these higher dimensions, it requires you to kind of drop the programming that makes you think that you need to control the things around you in order to be safe. The next one that we're dropping is blame. Uh, Pointing fingers. If you're pointing a finger at somebody, you've got four other fingers pointing back at you, and it's really time right now to not dwell on what other people have done to you or on the circumstances that have put you in a particular situation. Like blame is not going to get you anywhere, and it doesn't actually make you feel any better. So really looking inside of yourself, and if you have been put in situations by other people that you don't, or that you prefer not to be in, then it's a really good opportunity to exert your own control over yourself and find why you put yourself in those situations and how you can heal and move away from putting yourself in those and further situations like these. And the last thing that we're being asked to knock off is greed. Um, our universe is infinitely abundant. We have all of the energy and all of the resources and everything we could possibly ever need right here. But when we engage in hoarding or lacking behaviors, it cuts us off from all of that infinite energy. and it also cuts other people off from that energy. And everybody gets to have their own lessons and gets to learn that themselves. But why don't we make it easier on everybody and just stop? Just knock it off.
Those are wonderful definitions. Thank you for making it clear about control, blame, and greed. And one of the ways that I want to reiterate, when you're trying to not tap into control, blame, and greed, then it means you have to sit with yourself more. I mean, you have to feel it. I mean, you actually have to feel it. Just kind of don't be afraid of it and just kind of go feel into it. And then the more you feel into the most sore spot, then you'll feel what needs to be healed, and it will lead you to the releasing that hurt that's keeping you trapped in doing those things as well. Gina, you have something to add to that?
Well, what was coming through is really take some time in meditation and looking at yourself and your interactions on a daily basis. How did you, in maybe in the morning when you wake up before with your coffee, go sit outside in the sunshine for a moment and think about how how did you react with people yesterday? How what was going on with your life? Like were you feeling in lack that things weren't coming to you that should come? Um, and trying those are it's when you see how you function in the world, that's when you can make shifts and changes. And the old Nike adage, just do it.
That's a really, really good point. Just, the next day review. Oh, that can help so much. Thank you for that, Gina. Okay, Susie, I know you have a fairy card, and that fairy card always nails it. What do we got today?
Our fairy message today, Arlene, is overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. And with this card, you can see so many good things are headed your way or is already occurring in your life right now. Are you thinking it's not possible or you're not worthy of them? And abundance is everyone's natural state before we project restrictions on it. And right now, you just need to take yourself out of the conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There's so much beauty and love all around. Opportunities and synchronicities are lined up for you. Yet sometimes it's just difficult to discern it all because of all the bombardment with all the information and all the stimulation that's all around us. It's just distracting you from the truth that all is well. And sometimes all this overflow can be overwhelming. And this occurs, when you tune into all the fears about all the changes and all the uncertainties that are going on around you. And, sometimes you might feel, like you're drowning in your emotions. You see all that water in there. So, Aubrey, we know it's time to allow ourselves to detach and be present in our life. How can we restore our inner power, manage our focus, and make this perception of overflow positive?
Honestly, the biggest thing that you can do for yourself is to find the stillness and find the magic in the mundane things in life and the small tasks. It's the in order to actually really rebuild our practice of feeling powerful, because our power never goes away. It's us that doesn't register our own power. Um, and in order to do that, what we need to be doing right now is building a foundation in the little daily tasks of life, and watering your plants, and petting your cat, and drinking your tea or your coffee, and finding in doing your dishes, in all of the little things, and finding a stillness and peace in your body, and just the that feeling that all is well and contentment in the world is what's going to very most build your feeling of inner power and focus and stamina to kind of maintain everything that's going on. We get to feel at peace now. We for a very long time we have not been feeling at peace, and that's what happened. And now it's time to build on those things that help us to feel at peace.
Oh man, that was so beautifully put. I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. Let's do it. Yay. Oh wow, just
And
talking about it.
even if you just do it for, wow, I vacuumed, and doesn't the house feel good now? And I need to do that. But it's it it is just sitting in in that stillness of doing one thing at a time and feeling good about it, letting all the other nonsense of the world around you, let it go.
Yeah, it truly is. Um, I think we have an incoming message. Beep, beep, beep,
Beep,
beep,
beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep.
incoming, incoming, incoming. Who do we have, Aubrey?
Today's message is actually from the sylphs, which Susie is very, very familiar with. The sylphs are a type of fairy that are mainly out of smoke and light. They're a very, very ethereal type of fairy. And they're a very elemental fairy as well. You might call them the ether fairies.
Mhm.
Um, and they are kind of coming out to say they've got some clearing energy that they're happy to bring into everybody's life right now. There's the way that sorry, I'm trying to translate this. It's not in English. um they want to talk about your light bodies. They want to help clear your light bodies. And so a lot of that is going to be coming from the heart, but also in your roots. And they just, if you feel called to kind of to engage in a light body clearing with a sylph, just let them know. All you have to do is just set the intention. I would love to work with some sylphs and get my light body a little bit clearer. And they will bring in kind of this really lovely sort of pink purpley um smooth energy into your body. They're doing it to me right now, so I can feel it. It's awesome. And you should do it too.
Wow, I'm gonna go try that out. That sounds awesome. Yeah. Does it feel sparkly too?
It's very sparkly. It's like cleaning my legs right now. I don't think I'm getting a second.
Oh, how exciting. Oh, these new energies are so wonderful. Well, we would like to thank everyone for joining us today. And if you have any questions or comments you would like to share with us, please add them down to the in our comment section. And until the next time, thank you for joining the Dawn of Ascension show. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.